There's a storm on the horizon, and there's nothing you can do to stop it from coming and doing what storms do. There's a storm on the horizon, and as the wind carries it close, it whispers words of death and fear to all those who listen close.
Hey Jay, we were planning to start recording soon, hopefully before the storm got here so it wouldn't interfere with the audio. Alright, let's go.
Hey, I'm Jay, and I have a video for you today. The first video of the new season of Studio 88, so I hope you all enjoy. Anyways, so I was working at a cashier at a local grocery store. We'll call it Kmart. So anyways, I was just about to finish my shift when a storm had rolled in. I was bagging groceries for a customer that had just bought them from me when I briefly glanced outside at the storm. When, boom, lightning hit the parking lot. I was off in like 3 minutes, and I had to cross most of that parking lot. So this pretty much scared me. So it was finally time for my shift to end after a little setback. And so I stood on the edge between overhang and storm. And then I ran. I ran fast through the storm, although it didn't matter. The storm still soaked my clothes through my apron and my extra shirt I had on. I made it to my car, but it was facing away from me in a very dramatic way. And so, because it was the closest, I got in the back door as quickly as possible, and I went over the center console to my front seat, which is actually a lot easier than it sounds, due to the spacious layout of the Ford Fusion. Anyways, now in the safety of my Raven, I knew I had to get home before the flooding got even worse. So, I set out. I turned left, thinking that if I turned right, I could get stranded at the edge between the highway and my neighborhood. And so, with my left turn, I continued going way under the speed limit. Because, when I looked down, I couldn't see the ground below me, or where the lines were. I pretty much just had to judge where I was on the road by where the edge of the road was, which isn't so bad, but when the road got flat, I really didn't know where I was. When I had passed the red light, I noticed some cars in front of me with their hazards on. I thought that was a good idea since I was going like 30 on a 40 road, which everyone usually went 45 on. And so I put mine on, and I even slowed down a little bit after that. But then I had to make a turn. Well, how do you turn signal when both of your turn signals are on? So I turned it off for this point on. I made my turn, which was very scary because there was a car in front of me and I couldn't see where the road was. And I continued down the road, making turns very cautiously. I continued on, up the hill, and through another very harsh turn. This one, there was no guiding car to save me, so I pretty much went all the way into the other lane, and then back into my lane once I had realized my overturn. And so I continued on into the next flooding spot. I could see this one a little bit more clearly, and there was nothing there. So I continued up the hill, but I had a new problem. All this rainwater rushing down the hill was very dramatically slowing me down. But I powered on, and up and down to the worst flooding spot of all. I came to a complete stop, and I did see water. I knew how the road was normally, so I had a vague idea of how deep it could be, but I didn't know for sure. I looked behind me, and then looked ahead of me at the water, and so, at full rev, I powered through it, and up the hill, which again had water rushing down it, only in a more dramatic way. You say dramatic a lot. Who are you? So, anyways, I made it home. Jay wins again!
Hey guys, and I am not in Raven today. That's because she unfortunately had a little accident. Picture. Anyways, so I should be back in her soon, maybe by maybe a few weeks from now, the next full video. But speaking about this video, I hope you enjoyed it, despite all the technical errors I had. I have so many technical errors. Anyways, but I hope that you enjoyed it in spite of that. I actually quite enjoyed this video, just in spite of those reasons. So yeah, remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. God bless all you, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. It's an adventure.